أيها الناس خذوا من الأعمال ما تطيقون فإن الله لا يمل حتى تملوا وإن أحب الأعمال إلى الله ما دام وإن قل. Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, people started to join him in the nightly prayer in Qiyam al-Layl, and then so he turned to them and he said, when he saw that the adad was getting too big, he said, أيها الناس, O people, take upon yourself from good deeds and a'mal what you are able to do. Don't go overboard with what you are not able to do. ما تطيقون فإن الله لا يمل حتى تملوا. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He does not get tired or bored from giving you reward as long as you do not get tired or bored from doing that ibadah that you were involved in, or the amal. And then he continued to say, وَإِنَّ أَحَبَّ الْأَعْمَالِ إِلَى اللَّهِ, and from the most beloved actions to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala are those that are consistent, even if little. In another hadith, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam was asked, what is the best action? And then he said, أَدْوَمُهَا وَإِنْ قَلَّ. And he said also, أَحَبُّ الْأَعْمَالِ إِلَى اللَّهِ أَدْوَمُهَا وَإِنْ قَلَّ, that the most beloved action to Allah, or actions to Allah, are those that are done with consistency, even if little. And Imam Ibn al-Jawzi, rahmatullahi alayhi, he says very famously, مداوم الخير مداوم للخير ملازم للخدمة. He says the person who is consistent in doing khayr, the person who is consistent, مداوم على الخير, the one who is consistent with doing good things, he is ملازم للخدمة. خدمة من? خدمة من? I'm asking you. I said the one who is Yeah, no, but to who? Service of who? The one who is, no. مداوم على الخير, the one who is consistent in doing good deeds, righteous deeds, is ملازم للخدمة. خدمة من? Allah Azza wa Jal. خدمة مولاه. That the person who is consistent in his righteous deeds, he is someone who is constant in his servitude of Allah Azza wa Jal. And then he continued to say that the one who comes and and knocks on the door of Allah Azza wa Jal every single day is not like the one who comes for one day and he spends a whole day and then he never comes again. Right? You tell me, if someone, if you just really think about it from this perspective, that if someone were to spend so much time in ibadah at one point and then cut off from it, you know what that shows Allah Azza wa Jal? Or what can be understood from it? That this person, although despite having experienced that entire day of ibadah where he put so much effort into it, he did a one shot, he just did it all at once instead of spreading it and taking what he's able to do. It shows a level of, it shows that he does not find any importance in it. It shows that after experiencing it, he does not want to experience it again. But the person who's consistent in that ibadah, the person who, for example, is consistent with his salah at the masjid, he's consistent with Isha or Fajr, or both, hopefully, right? That shows that what? He is someone that constantly wants to seek the remembrance of Allah Azza wa Jal, and he constantly wants to knock on the door of Allah Azza wa Jal, versus the person who comes once every blue moon, right? It's better that you have something that's consistent and you constantly do it. Even for salah, for example, nawafil. There's a sunnah al-rawatib, there's the 2 sunnahs of duha, or raka'at al-duha, or more if you want, or salatul witr. These are all things that you can add onto your list of ibadah and you can be consistent with it. For example, if you weren't someone who used to pray witr beforehand, witr is only 1 rak'ah. And if you want, you can do shafar before it, after salatul isha. It's very easy, very simple, and you can be consistent with it. So choose something that you can be consistent with when it comes to ibadah and continue on that path. And and it's not just in relation to umur diniyah or ibadah. It can be applied to anything. If you do things with consistency, they add up. If someone, for example, a beginner were to want to go and start at the gym, is he going to go spend 12 hours in the gym one day and then for 2 months he's never going to go back? There's no value in that. But imagine that 12 hours split between 2 months. Every week he went 3 times a day. Every week he went 3 times, 30 minutes, 30 minutes. Who do you think is going to have better results? طبعا, the one who split it up, the one who was consistent, it took little by little by little. Or for example, someone who comes in the masjid mutahammis, he says, I'm going to read Quran today. He opens the Quran, he reads 1 whole juz', and it's hard for him. Imagine, it's hard for him. He reads 1 whole juz', and then he closes the Quran. He doesn't come until Ramadan. right? That's not how your ibadah, or that's not how you should view things. You should do things with, with moderation and something that you can be consistent with. If you can be consistent with 1 page a day, 2 pages a day, if you can be consistent with it, that's what you should do. Don't overburden yourself. There are times where you should overburden yourself. For example, the last 10 nights of Ramadan, or special times where you're able to push harder in ibadah. But generally, you should have something that you are consistent with, so you're always knocking on the door of Allah Azza wa Jal. And like I said, it does not just apply in ibadah, but if you apply this principle of consistency that the Prophet ﷺ taught us to be the most beloved of action to Allah, consistency, you'd find yourself being successful in across many fields in life, in pursuing knowledge, even in your work, and many things. If you just show consistency and that you're always putting in some level of work. I'm reminded of a quote of Ibn Mas'ud radiallahu anhu, and I'll end it with this. He said, I do not regret, I forget the exact word, he said, but like, مَا غَضَبَتِ الشَّمْسِ, he said, I would never regret something more than, I have never regretted something more than if the sun were to set and I did not increase in my amal anything. So what does that show? You should have that level of consistency that every single day you go at nighttime and sleep saying that, alhamdulillah, I accomplished something. If you go to sleep tonight and you can look to your day and say, I didn't accomplish anything, wallahi, anta khasir. If you can go to sleep tonight and tomorrow night and the day after, every single day, and you feel that you haven't accomplished one single thing, you are losing in life, right? So do something every single day. Pursue something every single day. Read 1 page a day. Anything. It could be in anything, right? And I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make us people of consistency. مداومين على الخير. وصلى الله على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين.